We are live from the city of San Juan for some college preseason basketball as the DLSU University Green Archers get ready to take on the University of Santo Tomas Growling Tigers. This is the 2019 Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup, and thank you for joining us here on 5 Plus. My name is James Velasquez with Coach Topex Robinson. Ira Pablo reporting from the sidelines, joining us in just a moment. Always exciting, Coach Topex, when we cover collegiate basketball. It's how they prepare for their seasons ahead.
Yes, actually, James, as you could hear the drums from the background, alam mo na talaga that it's gonna be college season is starting already.
And of course, for these two teams, exciting things await. We take a look first at the DLSU University Green Archers. Of course, a lot of people gone, a lot of rookies coming in, a lot of hype on Kagulangan and David, but their success will still rely on the veterans.
Yeah, obviously, big addition for the DLSU Green Archers is their rookies. But you also have to remember, nandun pa rin si Aljon Melencio at itong si Justin Baltazar.
They will still be the 1-2 punch, at more than that, the veteran leadership na iyong aasahan mula kay Aljon Melencio at kay Justin Baltazar ang kailangan para sa mga rookies tulad ni Jordan Bartlett, the transferee, Joel Kagulangan, and of course Joshua David coming in. But on the other side of the floor, this is a new look UST Growling Tiger squad. But again, it's a combination of the veterans and the new guys coming in that will dictate their success.
Again, very big addition for UST itong si Mark Nonoy. He's been solid in the D League. He's been putting in good numbers even in the NBPC. He's pretty much solid. But nandyan pa rin naman si Marvin Lee, which is gonna be the backbone nitong lineup ni Coach Aldenayo.
Marvin Lee, of course, a great playmaker, can score when he wants, and of course, for a collegiate team that's welcoming new talent, yung boses ng isang veterano ang aasahan pa rin mula kay Marvin Lee. Para naman dito sa DLSU University Green Archers, also, they have a new coach, and Coach Jermaine Bird who will be calling the shots for them, a veteran assistant coach in the NBA G League. And of course, their combination as well of the veterans and the rookies coming in, gonna be huge for DLSU University.
A new team, a new system for DLSU, but again, there's so much history in this team. So whoever sits on this bench or whoever leads this team, you expect them to be a Final Four contender.
Here in the Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup 2019, they will be playing in their respective groups. We have Group A and Group B. Itong DLSU University at University of Santo Tomas are both in Group A. And we can see that they're also grouped with the Arellano University Chiefs, a team that you are very familiar with since there was in College Recoletas. It's going to be great competition in Group A.
Again, it's going to be big for Group A to be in this group. And you also have to remember the Group B, which is also have a solid lineup. Itong Adamson, San Juan de Letran is there, CSB, Emilio Algenado College, FEU, National University, at NJRU. Magandang combination na yung mix-up ng teams natin.
Ito namang University of Santo Tomas, a lot of it is expected from them as well. They are welcoming a juniors and NCAA juniors champion in Sherwin Concepcion. Of course, the leadership of Marvin Lee, Renzo Subido, Jade Talampase from the San Beda University High School program, and some transferees from DLSU's Team B also with them. And now DLSU University and University of Santo Tomas getting ready to see action first.
It's game time here in the Filoil Flying V Center here at San Juan City. A matchup between DLSU University Green Archers versus University of Santo Tomas Growling Tigers. This is certain Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup. Now let's meet the starting unit for both teams. First, from the DLSU University Green Archers. Starting forward, number 1, Kurt Lucena. At point guard, number 11, Aljon Melencio. And at center, number 13, Ralph Kuhl. At power forward, number 19, Justin Baltazar. And under guard, number 30, Andre Canacul. DLSU University Green Archers head coach is Gian Nazario. And now let's meet the starting unit for University of Santo Tomas Growling Tigers. Starting forward, number 3, Brent Paraiso. And at point guard number 6, Marvin Lee. On the guard number 10, Chris Abando. And the man at the middle, number 14, Dave Ando. And at power forward number 23, Solman Chapio. University of Santo Tomas Growling Tigers head coach is Aldin Ayo.
Of course, there's always that subplot of Coach Alden Ayo, who steered De La Salle University to one of its most recent UAAP championships, is now coaching University of Santo Tomas. You see the starting lineups. Great mix of young guns and veterans as UST wins the opening tip. Red Paraiso, of course, former De La Salle University Green Archer, now starting the game for UST. Marvin Lee, pull-up jumper short. Ando trying to get the offensive rebound. It will stay with UST. Lee flashes to the corner, puts it up, knocks it down.
That was a good setup job coming from the baseline inbound of UST. And, you know, now we would see if Coach Alden Alio will still bring that pressure defense. But so far, they've been pretty much disciplined and not taking away any chances of giving La Salle easy lanes to the basket.
Kurt Lohera looking to introduce himself strongly, but first take a look at this play. So nice, you got to see it twice. Marvin Lee, the veteran, showing the way and leading the way. Kurt Lohera finally now donning the green and white. Misses the first free throw though. Coach Jermaine Bird, binibigyan agad ng pagkakataon nito si Kurt Lohera to, you know, really integrate himself with De La Salle University.
You know, Kurt Lohera will definitely a big addition for Coach Jermaine Bird of DLSU because he already played in the UAAP before, so pretty much the experience, just the system of Coach Beard, this is where he's going to adjust.
Pressure defense from DLSU. Chabillo, double team. One-handed shot is good for Renzo Bando. Bando, a transferee from the Philippines College of Science and Technology. First 2 points of the game. Melesio, isolated versus Chabillo. Puts it up. Going to bank it in and rebound by UST. Another corner three. This is that time. Baltazar secures the ball. Ku, inside the Marakon, one of the veterans of De La Salle misses. Up and down action in the first quarter.
You know, trademark of UST and DLSU. Off the bat, they've been aggressive attacking the basket, trying to look for opportunities to score quickly.
Chabillo, inside seal. Double team, great stop by La Salle. Marakon, filling the lane, sets up Baltazar, just misses. Abando pushing the pace, looking to split the defense. Chabillo put back, no. Chabillo put back, still no.
A lot of point-blank shots being missed by both teams, so it just shows how much the intensity of this game is. But again, you have to be more composed. You know, medyo try to step on the gas a bit. I mean, step on the brakes and try to see your other options.
Mag-menor ka muna, kumbaga, as Chabillo gets fouled as he seals inside.
You know, those are back-to-back possessions that UST has gone to their import. You know, trying to go high percentage. First, he missed that first shot, but the second time he made it for a foul. So now they're in their baseline inbound again.
Ando versus Baltazar. Another right corner three on the way, but missed. Ramat looking to steady the troops now. Right on top of the key. Quarterbacking for La Salle. Gets it to Melesio. Great defense by Paraiso. Arahon. Extra pass. Lohera underneath. Gets the basket and the foul.
You know, DLSU being smart, you know, in making sure that there's extra passes before they took the shot. Early on that play, they did a good pin down action, and finally itong si Karakot locating Lohera. Now going to the free throw line.
Kurt Lohera clanging and banging in the low block. aggressive early in this game. Although misses the free throw, Chabio rebound. It is a 5-2 lead. High-low play for UST. Ando puts it up. Wild shot. Loera wants Melesho. Handle the rock. Guarded tightly by Zach Wang. Baltazar puts it up, overcooks it. So accuracy still missing here, but both teams extremely aggressive. Lee, great blitz by Andre Caracod. Wanted to take away the pick and roll. Chabio forcing the issue. Gets swallowed by Baltazar.
You know, that was a good defense being set up by DLSU, making sure that they're not forcing the ball on the other side. They're just trying to swing the ball to one side, and let's see now, as we call this timeout, what adjustments they're going to make.
And we will be back in a moment.
For Coach Gian Nazaro, it has been a smooth transition for the new coaching staff to blend in with DLSU. In fact, most of the coaches are even housed where the DLSU players are staying at, but it's a big adjustment for the coaches, but it works best for the team, which is why that setup is good for DLSU. But with a big commitment like that from the coaches, a lot is also expected from the DLSU players, especially they have bigger shoes to fill in now, playing without an import and relying on the former Team B players to get used to the camera, the lights, and the big crowds of the big leagues. But what the coaching staff wants to do is for the players just to play for the team and to stick to their system. Balik sa inyo, James Rubek.
Thank you very much, Ira. And right on cue, when we talked about this during the pregame, it's still going to be up to the veterans to really integrate the new guys into the DLSU system.
Again, you have to remember these veterans has been through a lot of battles already. Pretty much they know how the college leagues are being played, especially after that timeout. Coach Beard opted to go to Baltazar, which is what they're going to do again. They want to go high percentage and trying to isolate Baltazar against a band.
Baltazar misses that time, but great look. Renzo Sabino fresh in the game, looking to be a spark off the bench. Inside they go to Chabio, looking for a friend. Zach Wang. Long two misses. Leak out play, Lohera. Met by Wang, couldn't finish. Lohera chases it, Subito quicker to the ball. Ando swings it over to the other side. Wang going back inside to Chabio. Both teams looking to attack at the half court. Chabio short. And watch out for Paraiso and Caracol. Some color developing between the former teammates. Lohera misses the layup. Point blank again. Oh, maybe some nerves for both teams starting out the preseason. A little too much energy. Melesho stops, pops, but couldn't score. It's attack after every stop for UST and LaSalle. Chabio, finally a bucket.
Again, Chabio pretty much not successful inside the paint, but now hitting that 18-footer, which is really good for them. But, you talked about the LSU. They've really been missing a lot of point blank attacks, but you could see that they really want to go high percentage and try to attack the basket.
And eventually, those shots will fall.
Yeah.
Again, establishing Baltazar in the low post. Baltazar puts it up, got fouled by Ando.
So far, itong USC is not adjusting to that post action coming from Baltazar. They've really been isolating him deep, but look at this jump shot coming from Chabio from the top of the key.
Hand up doesn't matter. Sol Chapillo knocks it down, and it's going to be an important tool for Sol in the upcoming collegiate wars. Baltazar, good on the first free throw. Justin Baltazar, of course, one of the best big men in collegiate basketball today. Brandon Bates enters now for De La Salle University. Bates taps it and goes to Joaquin Manuel. Second-year player for De La Salle University. Here's Joaquin off the step back. Baltazar rebound, contested by UST's Mark Nonoy. The player we talked about, what a high school juniors player Mark Nonoy is. Can that game translate into the seniors?
Pretty much Mark Nonoy will be a markman for UST. You know, after really making waves during the NBTC and dito sa D-League, he's really been scoring pretty well. That's why Coach Alden Ayo has a lot of trust in this rookie.
Jordan Bartlett getting the rebound. Now guarded by Nonoy. Bartlett crossover, sets up Baltazar from the outside. Big man couldn't finish. DLSU finding it tough to find a mark.
You'll notice in those last two possessions coming from DLSU, itong si Justin Baltazar has been shooting a lot of outside shots, but you have to remember, he's been solid when he was inside the paint. You know, you have to acknowledge the fact that he's big, so he wants to go high percentage. I'm sure that's one thing that the bench of DLSU has noticed dito kay Justin Baltazar.
Nonoy giving it back to his point guard. Subido directing traffic, trying to extricate himself from Enzo Serrano. Concepcion from downtown, couldn't. And rebounding for La Salle. Saving it almost to the wrong man. It will go the other way. Ganado ito si Mark Nonoy to start the game. Hindi umaatras sa pamimisikal ng mga veterano ng La Salle.
You notice the build naman itong si Mark Noy has been pretty much solid. You know, you really wouldn't expect that he's a rookie and fresh from high school.
And you like to see that in your young player. 9-5 lead for UST. Manuel versus Wang. Soft blitz by Concepcion. Attacking off the pitch post, Manaytay misses. Bates puts it up. No go still for La Salle. Still a 9-5 lead for the Growling Tigers. Subido hounded by Serrano. Ando sets a screen. Subido for three. Rebound, what for? Goes to Nonoy. Nonoy from way downtown. Feeling like some Dame time for Mark Nonoy. Just didn't work that time.
You'll notice from the offense itong UST, pretty much they've been really shooting a lot of shots. You know, they want to go volume shooting and looking for that shot to come in.
And it's a 9-5 lead for UST. We will be back in a moment. The pace is fast and furious here in the 2019 Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup. If you're just tuning in, my name is James Velasquez with Coach Tobex Robis and Ira Pablo from courtside. And so far, De La Salle University has been trying to get a high percentage looks, but haven't been able to convert.
Yes, you have to give credit din naman sa defense na pinapakita ng UST. From the get-go, they've really been forcing DLSU not to really set up their play. So far, they've been successful, but the challenge for them now is they're also missing their shots.
UST though, with a 9-5 lead near the opening quarter. 2 minutes left to play. Subido can't get away from Serrano. Wang attacking off the bounce. Drives, kicks, corner shot, no. Over the backboard, out of bounds. a fresh 5 on the floor for De La Salle University. Ando, the only starter remaining on the floor for UST. There's a foul on UST. A very young unit on the floor from La Salle. Manaytay hangs in the air, gets it to go.
That was a good read coming from Manaytay, faking that shot and finishing off on that left hand. But you also have to give credit to set up plays it on La Salle off of their sideline inbound.
Concepcion wide open. Gonna knock it down. USC is getting tons of offensive rebounds.
No, we have to remember, their shots are coming from the outside. Long shot means long rebound, and so far, DLSU not covering UST.
Ancho Serrano on the leak out play. Finally a bucket for La Salle. 9-7 lead for UST. Subito gets it to Concepcion. Lost the ball. Serrano looking ahead, calming down the troops. Ancho Serrano, so athletic. Oh, almost lost it. Manaytay, the fake, the shot. Hangs, bangs, couldn't finish. .34 seconds remaining. Wang versus Manuel. Subito almost lost it. 6 left to shoot now for the Growling Tigers. Concepcion open for 3. Bang! Possible last shot time for De La Salle University. Manuel wants to clear out versus Zach Juan. Wacky on the step back. Well, there's a foul at the end of the first quarter. That will mean free throws for Wacky Manuel.
That was a good, smart move coming from Wacky Manuel. Reading that defense, and when he shaded for that shot, again, he got the foul going to the free throw line.
Nonoy, a little too long on the closeout. And La Salle will need every point they can get, especially since USC has been giving them all that they can handle. Manuel steady from the stripe. It is a 1-point game at the end of the first 10 minutes of action. UST and DLSU battling early inside the Filoil Flying V Center. Back for more in just a moment. Welcome back to the 2019 Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup here on 5+. My name is James Velasquez with Coach Kopex Robinson and Ira Pablo at courtside. It is a 1-point ball game, 12-11 in favor of USC versus De La Salle University. Helter-skelter first 10 minutes of action.
That's what you expect to start ng ating game, but slowly but surely, these both teams are trying to find their niche. You know, looking for that advantage that they have so far. USC getting the better hand of it.
La Salle is still actively trying to attack in the low block or driving to the basket. Donoy pressured by Bartlett. Gets it to Subito to resettle the troops. And left to shoot now for UST. Wang flashes to the left wing. Guarded by Karakot. Wang having trouble. Has to create his own offense. Concepcion put back. 5 points in the game for Concepcion.
So far, DLSU playing a switching defense, which is sometimes, that's a downfall. You don't really get the man you wanted because, and that play, Concepcion was being guarded by a smaller Bartlett.
Sherwin Concepcion proving that he's not just an outside shooter from the Mapua Red Robins. He can also put some muscle to his hustle. As he gets a putback, a 14-11 lead now for UST. Chabio trying to get it to Wang, no go. Nonoy, inside pass, face-up jumper. Concepcion misses. No leak out play for LaSalle. Caracol versus Taranza. Full head of steam and gets a foul.
That was a good attack coming from stop para dito sa DLSU. As you'll notice, most of their points are coming from transition, and so far UST not good enough in stopping the transition attack coming from DLSU.
Andre Caracol. Maybe his swan song. And while he is at the free throw line, let's turn it over to Ira Pablo.
Guys, looking at the UST lineup, half of the team are composed of rookies. But for Coach Alden Ayo, hindi ganon ang tingin niya sa kanyang mga players. For this league, he wants to gauge where his team is at, test their limits, their strengths, and their capabilities, and to have a sneak peek at their opponents and to prepare his players for their main mother league. But leading his pack of young players is Mark Nonoy nga, galing nga sa Negros Occidental. And another title that he carries is that he is the first ever high school player to play for the PBA D-League. And aside from that, he also leads as an example to the young players that it's possible to take on a big role with a dominating start despite their young age. Flex on your James and Dobex.
Thank you very much, Ira. And Mark Nonoy definitely a name to watch out for. But hey, Andre Caracol says, allow me to reintroduce myself. Knocking down a three.
That was a good setup job coming from Andre Caracol, reading the defense. When he noticed that when the defense didn't put their hand up, that's a time for Andre Caracol to nail the three.
Wang over Caracol. Taranza, pass bothered. Here comes Jordan Bartlett. Jordan Bartlett, up, and away.
Again, the points off turnovers itong DLSU really proving a lot of points coming off that. So far, DLSU making it hard for UST to really set up their play.
It's not exactly the mayhem that Coach Alden taught LaSalle, but they're still wreaking havoc, talking about the Green Archers. Chabio denied, puts it up and in, gets a finish at the foul.
Finally, Chabio inserting his might in the paint. You know, a lot of opportunities earlier that he's been missing point-blank shots, but this time making sure after that contact to finish strong.
Posting, toasting, and then roasting. Not one, but two defenders. Chavio actually lost the ball on the way up, but still was able to gather himself, gather his shot, and finish.
With the defense of DLSU, you have to make sure you have to be strong with the basketball. You know, expect contact if it's there, especially deep in the paint, because they really are making sure from DLSU that they're taking away those high percentage shots by UST.
Lim gets into Melesio. Both back in the game. Three-guard combination for De La Salle University. Caracol wants some space. Waves off. Wacky Manuel. Andre, inside pass. Wacky, fade away. That's good.
Andre Caracol setting up that play para dito kay Wacky Manuel. So far, Andre, after hitting that shot, pretty much aggressive in looking for his baskets. Not just for himself, but for his teammates.
Lim pressuring on Taranza. Another high-low for Joshua Marcos, but couldn't get the basketball.
Marcos, you know, when he saw that itong si Aljon Valencia was guarding him, he tried to go to the post, but you know, after that shot by Wacky Manuel, nakita natin ito si Melesio, pretty much solid. You know, this kid is a stud.
Caracol, one more. This is that time. Manuel chased down, but was stepping out of bounds. Well, UST earlier, Coach Tobex had the right idea since three guards yung nilalaro ngayon ni Coach Jermaine. wanted to post up one of them.
Actually, kanina pa nila pinupost up itong si Wang, but they're not really getting anything from it because DLSU might be small, but they're pretty much playing a man zone defense. So Justin Baltazar, pretty much the biggest guy on this floor right now, making sure to protect the paint.
Always ready to help. Oh, look at that. Off a series of bigs. Batanier puts it away. One-point lead for LaSalle, 20-19. Baltazar off the reverse. Manuel going to control the basketball. Oh boy, the pace of this game. But take a look at this play. Batanier going once, going twice, and finishing on the third try. What footwork by Batanier. Chabillo, short shot, misses. Just a man amongst boys.
Chabillo really inserting his mind in the paint. After missing that shot, pretty much solid on the second jump, getting that high percentage shot.
Caracol bobbing, weaving, floating it up and in. 7 points already for the veteran. UST keeping this close, 21-22. Brett Paraiso, sidestep, no. Foul before the shot. Don't blink, because things like this can happen at any moment. Andre Caracol spinning, shooting, and scoring. On the other side, Chabillo working hard underneath. Second chance points going the way of USC. That's why it's close, Coach Lopez.
Earlier, they were shooting a lot of outside shots, and a good adjustment coming from UST. They want to go high percentage. Though you miss that shot, that's the shot that you want to take if you're UST.
Melesio curling off the screen, couldn't get the basketball, but there's a foul away from the basketball. Chabillo trying to fight through the screen of Justin Baltazar. On limb to inbound. It's in a Ralph Koo. Melesio on the handoff. Looking to take on Lee off the dribble. Step back. Baltazar rebound. Pulsing up Chabillo. Oh, scoop shot doesn't go. Paraiso will be whistled for that one.
UST is still not finding a cure for the onslaught itong si Baltazar, getting those offensive rebounds, and so far he's been solid. Yun nga yung sinasabi natin earlier, you know, if you have that advantage, you want to go high percentage, and Baltazar off of those two shots from the outside pretty much adjusted and try to really go high percentage and try to go to the paint and trying to go to the free throw line.
This is why at certain points the offense of both UST and LaSalle are maybe putting on the brakes so far because they want their big men in Chabillo and Baltazar to operate.
Yeah, Ira mentioned earlier talking about UST. This is half of this team are rookies, so still adjusting to the system. They're gonna make mistakes along the way, but that's the reason why they're playing these preseason tournaments, to get along with each other, trying to get the right combination if you're Coach Alden Ayo.
Melesio trying to thread the needle. UST complaining that it was last touch Melesio, but LaSalle will retain possession. Baltazar huffing and puffing on his way out as Brandon Bates replaces him. Red Sabando also rejoining the floor for UST. 22-21 with under 5 minutes remaining in the second. And LaSalle adds to the lead. Ralph Koo puts it away. First 2 points for Ralph Koo. 4-point lead for LaSalle, equaling their biggest lead of the game. Look at the wrestling match in the post, Coach Lopez. Chabillo twirls, misses. Melesio, a little too fast for his own good. Oh, it's Chabillo falling out of bounds, but I think, yes, it will still be LaSalle basketball. USC extending their defense now. Karakot. Wicked crossover. What a shot by Karakot!
Karakot smart enough to notice that there was a switch and he was being guarded of a slower big man. That's why with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, smart enough to attack the basket and getting that gimme.
Paraiso trying to bob and weave his way. Abando from the outside, misses. Bates rebound. It's oh, stolen away by Lee. Bates has to protect that basketball. LaSalle looking more patient now. Oh, Melesio. But last touch on UST. Now LaSalle with their biggest lead thanks to Andre Karakot.
That was a good move coming from Andre Karakot, making sure that Batelier, you fake to the left and attack to the right, going for that easy basket.
Good drawing Chabillo outside the paint. Karakot again with the ball. He's the leading scorer of LaSalle so far. Karakot for three. Bang! Andre Karakot on fire with 12 points.
That was a good, solid offense coming from DLSU. You'll notice now that they're really going for that single high pick and roll. So far, they've been successful, and let's see now during the timeout what Coach Alden Ayo will do.
Welcome back to our coverage of the 2019 Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup. And Andre Karakot has been putting on a show for the Green Archers.
Andre Karakot, smart enough to read the defense that UST's been putting. So far, UST's been switching off of that single high. And let's see now the adjustment of Coach Alden Ayo, because twice na yun nabutasan siya. Especially itong si Andre Karakot.
Lalo na player na dati. When he was coaching for LaSalle. Chabillo working hard underneath. UST, another offensive rebound.
Again, those second chance opportunities keeping UST in the ball game right now. So far, they've been missing those shots, but you know, De La Salle University really capitalizing on their transition offense.
Serrano knocks it down. Now a double-digit lead for UST.
That's the hard part about guarding transition, because you're not really guarding the particular man you're guarding, so there's a lot of opportunities for you to score it. You'll notice DLSU making sure that they could score after a miss or after a missed shot.
And now finally that ends an 11-0 run by LaSalle. Much needed bucket for UST. Karakot again reading that defense. Has a big man on him. Look at the dance with Chabillo. Puts it up. Oh! Andre Karakot! That's a bad boy!
So far, UST not finding a cure on that Karakot onslaught. Not working is a switching defense by UST, because Andre is smart enough to read and take his time in taking that shot.
A great cut there. Big men connecting in that sequence for UST, finding the gap in LaSalle's defense. 36-25, less than a minute remaining in the first half. Encho Serrano hit a big three earlier and a big block. Ralph Koo, bang, bang, another one. LaSalle is making it rain.
DLSU capitalizing on those miscues coming from UST and making them pay.
Ando gets it to Chabillo. Ando catch and shoot. That's good. And I think there's going to be a timeout. It's getting loud inside of Filoil Flying V Center. LaSalle leading UST 39-27. Welcome back to the 2019 Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup, and Andre Carajot. This isn't nice, Andre. This is nasty. That's against a guy 6'7", and he knocks it down.
You know, Andre Caracot, the veteran that he is, reading the defense. Actually, he's looking at the foot nitong si Chabillo. When he saw that he's kind of relaxed, he's just waiting for that gap, and after that attack and the pull-up, a bucket coming from Andre Caracot.
Just sticking what the defense is giving him. Serrano lost the ball. Nonoy versus Bartlett. Nonoy puts it up. Rebound Serrano. Go pushing the pace. Inside to Joaquin Manuel. Pass too hot to handle. Last shot. Paraiso the heave. That's short. And a big 11-0 run by LaSalle, giving them the lead, 39-27.
After a shaky start coming from DLSU, finally picking up the cuddles and, you know, really asserting their might with their guard scoring.
Chabillo actually hit some shots earlier, but then Andre Caracot and De La Salle University got hot, waxing hot actually, making it rain from every angle, outside, inside, even with a dipsy-do. The circus has come to town, and the circus owner's name is Andre Caracot. 39-27. We'll break down the story of the stats when we come back. 39-27 at the half. De La Salle University leading University of Santo Tomas as third quarter resumes. My name is James Velasquez with Coach Nopax Robinson. A big second quarter for La Salle, allowing them to get the lead.
Yes, those are solid numbers that DLSU has put in. They're capitalizing. Their offense is their defense is helping their offense. Off those stops, off turnovers, they are scoring a lot of points.
And a lot of points coming in transition. Of course, the Andre Caracon show for De La Salle University had 12 points in total in the first half, and just a big show for Andre Caracon, opening the floodgates for De La Salle University. But you mentioned this really DLSU's points, second chance points allowing them to stay in the game, but the 5 3-pointers made in the first half, big for De La Salle.
That's really been big for DLSU, knowing also that they really are a good half-court setting team. But what's crucial during those run by DLSU is their points of turnovers. They force UST to commit 4 turnovers, and they scored 5 off of those turnovers. Kasama pa dun yung 7 fast break points, which is really hard for UST to cope up.
And we start the third quarter. Melesio is joined by Baltazar, Caracon, Ku, Lohera. Zach Wang has Ando, Sabio, Paraiso, and Lee. Paraiso sends it cross court. Lee open for 3. Couldn't convert. High flying rebound for Ralph Koo. Lohera leaking out. Lohera all the way.
Again, another fast break opportunity and easy basket na ginawa nitong DLSU. They're pretty much smart. As soon as they got that defensive rebound, they're really looking for their teammates that are open for that transition.
Epekto rin to, Coach Nopex, na itong UST, gusto nila mag-gun rebound. So magpasok ng mga guardia at hindi nila makuha yung rebound, someone from La Salle is already leaking out.
That's right, James. And you also have to give credit dun sa interior defense that DLS has been putting. Baltasar manning the middle. There's Ku also making sure that there's not going to be easy baskets in the paint.
That length of the La Salle front line as well. This 3 won't go. Baltazar defensive board. Look at the push. Finds Melesio. The Melesio! Almost, but not quite for Lohera.
Again, we were just talking about those transition points that DLSU has been putting up. Look at this read coming from Aljun Melesio, connecting for Lohera, now going to the free throw line. Again, another factor there for DLSU during the first half was they were 6 of 11 from the free throw line. Yes, they might have missed 5 free throws, but those are 6 points. That's been crucial in this ballgame.
Oh, look at this. Alec and Junjun, the brothers of Aljun Melesio, joined by Cheska and Andy. Andy's my good friend. It's 42-27. Make that 43-27 thanks to Lohera's conversions. Well, hopefully Alec and Junjun are as great ball handlers as their kuya Aljun.
I'm sure that's something in okay, the pedigree, especially watching itong si Aljun and learning from their brother how to really, take care of the basketball and taking advantage of this smartness.
Finally, Zach Wan scores in the post against Andre Caraco, something they've been trying to do.
Since the first half, they've really been looking at that. Nawawala lang yung patience itong UST, but you also have to give credit with the defense that DLS has been putting up. Justin Balthazar has been solid in the paint.
Oh, the Melesio has come to town, breaking ankles and hearts.
That's a solid move coming from Aljun Melencio. Giving this basketball fans into sa Filoil playing a run for their money.
Alec and Junjun, I hope you saw that from your kuya. Last touch on Aljun, breaking up the pass. Oh my goodness, take a look at this. Put him in a blender, why don't you? Aljun Melesio puts it up, knocks it down, and there's man down inside the Filoil Flyme Center.
You know what I like about this kid? He made that fantastic shot, but you see in the body language as if nothing happened. We have to go back to the next play, which is them trying to stop itong transition or this offense by UST, which has been, they've been solid, forcing UST to commit a lot of turnovers and also converting off of those turnovers.
Good steal by Kurt Lohera. Another chance for LaSalle. They're up 45-29. Aljun wants a rock. Guarded down by Marvin Lee. No broken ankle, says Lee. And a push on Brandon Bates, pushing off on Concepcion.
Marvin Lee making sure that he's not going to be breaking down that by Aljun Melencio. Pretty much good defense coming from UST. You have to keep your guy in front if you're UST because Aljun, Andre Caraco during the first half was on fire. So the guards of DLSU really making sure with the opportunities that have been given them by Coach Jermaine Bird.
Push as Marvin Lee uses his teammate screen. Bartlett. I think it's on Bates.
That's back-to-back fouls committed by Bates. And it comes to Justin Balthazar telling Bates to really make sure to take care of your fouls because, we need the ceiling so far. That's been good for us. Making sure that we have a lot of big guys to protect the paint and forcing UST to shoot outside shots.
Camille working hard underneath. Ball bounces to Bartlett. Pushing the pace now. Jordan finds Justin. Baltazar fade away against two defenders. Lost the ball, goes to Chabillo. Oh, bounces to the wrong man. Bartlett one-on-one. And will shoot free throws.
Again, those turnovers by UST, DLSU capitalizing off of that. Not giving UST a chance to set up their defense, which is also solid. But you cannot really, there's really no specific defense kapag nag-turnover ang team mo. So that's been the thing that's been haunting itong si Coach Alden Alio and knowing the veteran that he is, I know he's going to make those adjustments. But so far, habang hindi pa nakakapag-adjust itong UST, LaSalle having that onslaught.
So far, the Green Archers loving the production they have in the open court. As Jordan Bartlett is at the free throw line. But first, we have a report from courtside with Ira Pablo.
Para sa UST, it wasn't the start that they wanted, and it's not because DLSU is doing something special, pero para sa kanila, they're just lacking in what they can do. Magsimula daw sila sa tamang depensa to add physicality in it and to follow their system in offense. Hinahanap pa rin ni Coach Alden Ayo yung diin sa kanila at gigil ng mga players para makabalik dito sa second half. Balik sa inyo.
And of course, when you're trailing, as Joaquin Manuel is rejected, it all starts with getting stops. Melesio, bang! Aljun Melesio taking over from Andre Caraco, making defenders dance and extending the lead. And De La Salle University ahead, 48-29. Their biggest lead of the game. UST wants some time to recover. Fast and furious action, and we will be back in a moment. It's been a game of runs so far in this basketball game, and it's a 10-2 run now since halftime for De La Salle University.
Again, the DLSU has been solid after capping out that second quarter run being led by Andre Caraco. What's scary for DLSU right now is wala pa sa loob itong si Andre Caraco. And so far, it's been an Aljon Valencian show. They're pretty much solid with their defense, capitalizing at itong UST, not finding a cure.
Concepcion, good closeout by Melesio. Sabino in the game versus Parkland. Aranza, challenged by Baltazar. The Sal's bigs have been putting in the work. Melesio back to Baltazar, puts it up and in.
You know, the transition offense itong DLS has pretty much been solid. They've been looking for their best possible offensive player. The bigs are running in the paint together with the guards. So even if the DLSU guards miss that shot, yung mga big man nitong DLSU is ready to get those offensive rebounds.
I guess during halftime, Coach Jermaine Bird challenged his bigs to match up the work rate of USC's front line, who secured, I think, 14 offensive rebounds in the first half.
It's really been forcing itong UST to play small. Earlier, they thought that they have the advantage of having a bigger three guy, but DLSU making sure that they're gonna have advantage because they have two solid bigs. Baltasar and Bates earlier has been dominating the paint. Pumasok na itong si Andre Caraco. But you'll notice now, itong DLSU is going small with Joaquin Manuel playing the 4.
What is LaSalle seeing in the UST's defense that they've been exploiting since that second quarter?
Again, it's their defense has been solid. After a stop, they run the basketball. Itong UST having a hard time adjusting from after making a turnover.
Bartlett sets up Manuel, double pump, no. Good stop for UST. Nonoy, blocked by Karakot. It's a welcome to the seniors moment. Well, actually, yes, it's Karakot who got the block. Subino versus Markland again. Concepcion lets it fly. Couldn't hit. Chabillo versus Bates. Blocked by Bates. Bartlett. Emergency pass going awry. Almost takes it away, and he does. A lot of time on LaSalle's shot clock. Bartlett calling out the shirt play. Well versus Concepcion. Using the left hand. LaSalle is seeing like an open runway driving to the basket.
You know, USC's been aggressive and forcing it to steal the ball from USC, but De La Salle's been making them pay for those mistakes. Pretty much solid with their basketball, attacking the gaps, attacking the basket. But what's good about DLSU is they're really sharing that basketball.
And working hard on defense just like this. New face on the floor for LaSalle. They send in Escandor, Francis Escandor. Chabillo misses on the first free throw. Chabillo has been held silent as well, Coach Lopez.
You know, this has been a good interior defense being set up by DLSU. The good thing about DLSU's defense is like the likes of Justin Baltasar and Bates are good secondary defenders. You know, they're really good off of the weak side, and so far UST's not finding a cure on that good interior defense being put up by DLSU.
That man-zone hybrid defense has worked wonders for LaSalle as it's allowed their big men to at least keep a body in their matchup, but be ready to help out if a guard or a wingman from Santo Tomas, University of Santo Tomas, suddenly gets open.
They're really been patient with their defense. They're medyo binabawasan nila yung gamble on steals, making sure that they have their guards in front. While itong UST naman is they've been gambling a lot, and DLSU's been making them pay. What's good about DLSU also is ganda ng spacing nila right now. You know, they're patient with their execution. Though DLSU, I mean, UST putting up a good defense, but not good enough to contain the guards of DLSU.
Especially since the Green Archers guard core has been hitting from everywhere, slashing to the lane or shooting from the outside. We need a break in the action. It's 52-31 with 2:16 remaining in the third. Lead with the LaSalle Green Archers and Aljon Melesio even giving Zach Huang some props for trying to stop his shot. But once he pops, he can't stop. And it's the Aljon Melesio here in the third quarter.
We were talking about Aljon Melesio, but you also have to give credit of the offensive flow nitong DLS has been fluid. You know, they've been attacking the basket. Obviously, Melesio attacking, looking to score, but also looking for open teammates. And it has rubbed off sa kanyang mga teammates. Bartlett creating opportunities for his teammates also. Pumasok din si Andre Caracol. Even itong si Joaquin Manuel has been solid. At makikita talaga dito yung flow nitong DLSU.
So far, it's Renzo Subito trying to spark some life for UST. Kailangan lang natin banggitin, this is a UST team that is without CJ Cancino, their best player from last season, who unfortunately had a season-ending ACL injury. He's seated near the bench of UST, and of course, as he tries to recover, it's up to his teammates to try and make up for his absence, as there's an offensive foul on Encho Serrano. Subito, as part of the game, trying to sell that.
Subito smart enough to wait for that contact that when he saw Serrano attacking the basket. Serrano was complaining na nagpa-flop itong si Subito, but again, just like what you mentioned, if it sells, they're gonna call a foul on it.
Oh, Manuel with a Euro step all the way to the rack. 8 points for Joaquin Manuel. Nothing wacky about that sidestep. Subito hooks it up, gets a friendly bounce. And a little something between Bartlett and Subito. You gotta love college basketball. Escandor inside. There's a foul on UST as Escandor trying to cut inside, but take a look at Renzo Subito with a hezzy. That was filthy. But on the other side, Joaquin Manuel doing his best Manu Ginobili, James Harden, Dwayne Wade impression.
You can see from the background, Coach Jermaine Greer telling Joaquin to spring back to the basket. You know, that's one good sign that, you know, he always wants to think about the next play. Even if it looks good, it's still 2 points. You always have to go back to what's in front of you.
Oh, ball almost taken away by Batalier. Serrano fade away. No, that won't count. So DLSU can't rest on their laurels, Coach Topex. LaSalle has to be careful because UST, especially if Coach Alden instructs them to turn on the mayhem. They can put up points in bunches.
Let's see now if Subido will still go for that single high, which worked for him. So far, you know, UST really finding their offense. You know, the DLSU making sure it's going to be hard for them to score, but you know, again, this is a young UST squad trying to look for their character. You know, we've known Coach Alden now, he's been a hard-nosed defensive guy, and let's see now what they're going to do as they adjust to this ballgame.
UST has been held down to just 8 points here in the second half, Coach Topex. This ball goes the other way. Is this a reflection of the team's youth, Coach Topex?
I think you have to give, I mean, partly it's half of this team is brand new, trying to look for the system that Coach Alden has put in, while DLSU has been patient. You know, as we look at that putback coming from Encho Serrano, you know, they're, the second chance points of DLSU together with their points of turnovers, really a big factor for this team in the third quarter.
Possible last shot time for UST. Subido, extra pass now. 3 on the way. Still no go. And LaSalle locking down in the third. UST only able to score just 8 points. And we head into the fourth quarter. The Green Archers ahead, 56-35. Back for more, only here on 5+. 56-35 as we open the fourth quarter. This is the 2019 Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup here on 5+. UST just able to score 8 points compared to LaSalle 17 in that third quarter. And you mentioned this, Coach Topex, whether you're trying to erase a deficit or build a lead, it starts with their stops.
Again, those defensive stops that the LU has been putting into this ballgame has been solid. Not giving any high percentage shots for UST and also capitalizing the turnovers itong UST.
That time though, UST forcing LaSalle into a turnover. Paraiso begging for the ball. Aranza, inside pass they go. Ando versus Crew. 11 left to shoot. Catch and shoot time. Cavalier misses. Baltazar gets double teamed. UST is really going for that basketball the moment LaSalle grabs a rebound.
DLSU not giving any extra opportunities for UST. One miss, one opportunity. And what's good about it for DLSU right now is they really are aggressive. You know, they really are beating the defense that DLU has been giving them, and spacing is going to be key for DLSU right now.
Great job that time by LaSalle breaking the UST full court press. Serrano uses the Baltazar pick, emergency pass to Ko. Inside to go, Baltazar, hook shot.
Again, that extra pass that DLSU players been giving to their teammates has been the picture of this ballgame for DLSU. Stops, transition, taking care of that basketball, sharing that basketball, working together, making sure napakahirap para sa UST even makipagbaba ng bola.
Take a look at the teamwork. Justin Baltazar inside for 2. Just flashing in the middle. Lee, crossover on Lim. USC really finding it hard to move the ball around. Batalier off the fake, puts it up and in. Easiest two they've seen in the second half.
Rare are the times that you'll see UST getting those easy passes off that paint. Itong DLSU playing a bit of zone sa kanilang depensa.
58-37. Cool looking for a friend. Goes back out to Serrano for three. Misses that time. Now here's a window for UST. Batalier. No lucky bounce and Serrano high flying rebound. Boy, the springs on those kids' legs. Amazing. Caracol steadying the groups guarded by former teammate Paraiso. Baltazar spins baseline. Steps back. One-hander, no. Rebound, Serrano. He's posting up Lee. Smith shoots, gonna score. Well tripped to the line. Serrano has been a spark plug.
Serrano making sure that he's gonna get that extra possession. Coach Beard rewarding him with that high five, but he's smart enough. He got the offensive rebound. He didn't force his way. He saw there's a smaller defender off of him. Try to post him up and create space. Now he's gonna go to the free throw line.
Andrew Serrano knows his role in this LaSalle Green Archer squad. He's a Swiss Army knife type. As Coach Alden Ayo is looking on. And UST doing their best here for a team with half on the roster rookies. They actually had a great start to this game, but I'm guessing it's just really the veteran creativity, smarts, at diskarte ng mga veterano ng LaSalle, allowing them to establish this lead. Shabil, again quiet here in the second half. And LaSalle just looks more patient from the second quarter onwards. Don Lim. Misses that time. Here's Paraiso. Fouled immediately by Caracol. Aljun Melesio rejoins the fray, replaces Enzo Serrano. Quality minutes from Serrano.
Again, those are good numbers being put up by Enzo Serrano. At bumalik na ngayon itong si Aljun Melesio, making sure that he's gonna take his time, making sure that they're gonna make them pay for Tristan, putting a lot of energy.
Oh, look at that! The veterans connecting. Melesio and Caracol on the break.
Again, defense is automatic offense for DLSU. After that stop by DLSU, looking to Melesio, and Melesio making sure that he's gonna make his teammates happy.
Batalier. Stolen away by Caracol. And thrown away though. But LaSalle has forced UST to so many turnovers. They've taken the ball away so many times. Take a look at this play. So nice. You gotta see it twice. Over the head and on the reverse.
The veteran backward combination for DLSU proving, you know, that they're gonna have a solid backcourt together with the addition of the kanilang mga rookies coming off of their LaSalle Green Hill system. So it's gonna be promising for Coach Beard and the rest of the Archers.
Paraiso, corner three. Misses that time. It's just the cold spell offensively in the second half for USD. It continues here in the fourth quarter.
DLSU not looking at the score right now. Whether they're up by 30 plus points or whether they were down, what's not missing there is the effort on both ends of the basketball court.
Baltazar, post up. Hook shot, good! Baltazar's post game on full display.
Earlier, he was struggling from his outside shots. Finally, you know, being smart enough to know that there's really no big man to guard him or to match him up. That's why he's been really dominating in the paint.
Oh, alley-oop for Chabillo, broken up. And Chabillo with a tip-in. 64-39. USC with some full court pressure defense, broken up. Caracol all the way. Brent Paraiso is hunched over near half court. Brent has been giving it absolutely everything. Ira Batalier is now in, replaces Brent Paraiso. 66-39, now the biggest lead of the game. Nonoy, attacking baseline. Zach Wang, extra pass to Lee. Lee off the step back. Over, cooks it. Will stay with UST. But how about this LaSalle defense? Just absolutely incredible. 5 minutes and loose change remaining. LaSalle is ahead, 66-39. 36-39 lead for LaSalle versus UST. You're watching the 2019 Filoil Flying V Preseason Cup here on 5+. My name is James Velasquez and Coach Topex Robinson. And Ina Pablo joining us on courtside, as well as the rest of the hardworking men and women of ESPN 5. UST has only been able to muster 12 points since halftime.
You know, we have to give credit by the defense that DLS has been putting up. They're not really gambling on taking the ball away. Solid with their interior defense, not taking any chances and making sure that binibigay lang nila single possession for UST.
And they played their pace, Coach Topex.
So far, they've been solid with that. They've been disciplined with their defense. Same goes with their offense. You know, a lot of ball sharing, a lot of ball passing, making each and everyone look good. That's why they've been up with the biggest margin at this ball game.
Nonoy versus Melesio. Doesn't want to post him up. Chabillo attacking off the bounce. Making a spin, fading away, no goal. Baltazar rebound. Joaquin Manuel going ahead. Tries his favorite move again, but got fouled. Joaquin Manuel playing the 3 spot has made significant improvement with his ball handling.
Earlier at this part of the ball game during the third quarter, he played a lot, some 4. You know, advantage is he could shoot from the outside.
Yeah.
He's pretty much a good floor spacer. Transition, you mentioned, James, earlier that, you know, he developed that smartness attacking the basket, changing his pace. And so far, he's really a smart kid.
The younger brother of Jet Manuel, who played for University of the Philippines and then played briefly with Barangay Nebra San Miguel in the PBA. 1 for 2 on that trip, and Chabillo secures the rebound. Great transition defense as well for LaSalle.
They've been solid. They know the strength of UST. If they could take away transition or easy baskets, look, half the job is done for them, forcing UST to play half court.
And the full court pressure of UST has been easily broken up by LaSalle's passing. Nonoy gets a strip job on Bartlett. It will stay with LaSalle. No one put a body on Chabillo, and he made him pay with a putback. Finally, something from Chabillo here in the second half.
He's been taking those, inside shots. It's just that he's missing. And the moment he misses, DLSU is smart enough to get those defensive rebounds.
Manuel blocked. Great defense by UST. Wang stops on a dime. Gets it to Nonoy. and roll play. There's a whistle inside. With this unit on the floor now, UST is seeing those gaps and abusing them.
There are the times that you'll see UST, making easy baskets off of those half-court shots.
Dave Ando going on the first free throw. One of the challenges for a team with a lot of youngsters, a lot of rookies, is a consistent team play that you need for 40 minutes. A veteran-laden team like De La Salle University, that's already second nature to them. Gab Capascio knocks it down. (70-43). Ando passes outside. Lee. Stolen away by Bartlett. Bartlett leading the break. Scramble for the loose ball, picked up by Chavillo. Nonoy on the reverse, no. No, Ando all alone. USD still fighting hard. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth. That was a big second and third quarter bridge for La Salle. Manaytay patiently, but no go. It's like La Salle flipped the switch in that second quarter, never looked back, Coach Lopez.
They've been solid at the start of the second quarter up to this point, not giving up any opportunity, not giving UST any chance to even run. Kahit 2 minutes na lang sa ating ball game. Not changing their pace offensively and defensively.
Manaytay patiently waiting for more teammates, finding Melesio, but no. As we enter the last 2 minutes of the fourth and final quarter. And what you're seeing from La Salle is a team that knows who they are and what they do best. Display to their team identity.
They stuck to that identity, discipline on everything, making a few mistakes along the way, but learning from those mistakes.
Nung nakipagsabayan sila sa takbuhan sa UST, doon nakakuha na lamang ang UST ng opening quarter. Pero nung natuto sila mag-menor, pumpreno, magmadali kung kinakailangan, that's when La Salle really put up the lead as Chavillo puts it down with 2 hands. And it's on UST now to try and learn from that and to discover who they are and what they do best. Find that team identity. A team that has half of its roster made up of rookies and then half of it made up of veterans. It's finding that common ground to find success.
I think, Lou, that last play by Chavillo was the rare opportunity that they got an easy basket off of those stops. DLSU took it away from them. Took it away from them by being smart, not forcing any shots, not committing any turnovers, and really sharing that basketball and spacing up the floor.
He saves it, but to the wrong man. Ojeda versus Chavillo, and again patiently probing the floor. Capascio, same spot, but a different result. What a great start to the preseason cup for De La Salle University. They were tested early by UST. Just like in the Black Panther, they showed them who they are.
14 on the shuffle.
Yeah, you have to expect the Avengers references from me. I'm still on a high from Avengers Endgame.
I think everybody's on that same pace right now.
Vito trying to find Lee. And Ira Pablo almost showing us her corner shooting skills. It will be a tough loss for UST in a game that they led early. They actually had a 5-0 lead to open the game.
know, this is going to be a good learning experience for UST. Playing against a UAAP team, learning from their mistakes. I'm sure Coach Alden Ayu is not going to make having a rookie, half of the team, an excuse. He's a competitor. His players are competitor. I'm sure they're going to learn from it. While for DLSU, that's going to be a good sign for a new program. A new leader and coach, Jermaine Beard. Pretty much a new system. So far, so good for them. I'm sure the teams that saw this game will make necessarily adjustments and expecting that DLSU is going to be a big game if you're going to play them.
And you're hoping, if you're a UST fan, that the transferees, the rookies, really integrate themselves well in the preseason and heading into the collegiate wars. And the final score, 72-49, a big win for De La Salle University, flipping the switch in that second quarter and never looking back.
DLSU, after finding the rhythm, finding the right combination, finding the right attitude, being solid all throughout the ball game, being led by their veteran in Andre Caracot and Aljon Melencio, finishing off their first game in the Filoil Preseason Cup.
And this is a big statement for De La Salle University. And like you said, Coach Topex, especially under the new leadership of Coach Jermaine Bird, they take the 72-49 opening day victory over the UST Growling Tigers. De La Salle University is sending a loud message to the rest of the field. We're not just here to take off, we're here to take over. We'll wrap this thing up in just a moment. Back for more. Just a bit.
Alright, kasama ko ngayon ang ating best player of the game na si Andre Caracot. Andre, no mercy game for you guys. How easy was that first win for DLSU?
Actually, ginagawa lang naman namin yung kung ano yung pinapractice namin. At ito, magandang opportunity to ngayong summer na at least mapakita namin kung ano yung ginagawa namin since January.
Andre, after last season's finish in your mother league, gaano kabigat yung mga expectations ng coaches and the DLSU community sa inyo?
Expectations, hindi ko man na iniisip yan. Pero basta as a team captain, gagawin ko lang kung ano yung part ko. Gagawin ko yung part ko, lead yung team namin, and ganyan lang.
Andre, yung mga gusto mong batiin?
Binabati ko pala yung parents ko sa Lokban, Quezon, mga kapatid ko, tita, tito, and sa lahat ng Lasallian community, and good luck sa Ladies Spikers also.
Alright, congratulations to you guys. Balik sa inyo, James and Topex.
That was really solid debut for Andre Caracot and the rest of the DLSU Green Archers.
And coming up next, we have San Beda University versus the UP Fighting Maroons. For Coach Topex Robinson and Naira Pablo, my name is James Velasquez. Keep it here for more of the action of the 2019 Filoil 1v Preseason Cup here on 5+.